when we started the Rob and Caleb show, initially first of all, I didn't think anybody was ever going to listen to it, right? I mean, that was kind of a shocker to me that anyone would actually sit down and listen to our show. But what I really wanted to do was I wanted to talk about issues that I wanted to wade through the mess that is, Hebrew roots Messianic movement. There's some really good things in the Messianic movement, but there's also a lot of, I don't want to be too harsh, but there's a lot of misinformation, a lot of zeal without knowledge. And so I wanted to discuss the issues that were going on. And recently, one of the things that we've noticed is that most of the main issues within the Messianic and Hebrew roots movement, we've done 198 shows. And so when someone now emails me and says, what do you think about this? Most of the time we've already done a show on it. I can just send people a link. And not only that, but we've wondered, Rob and I have talked in the past week about whether or not the Rob and Caleb show is a good reflection of Torah Resource and Torah Resource Institute, because essentially the Rob and Caleb show is a production of Torah Resource. And so we, of course, need to constantly be thinking about what we're doing, how we're doing it, and why we're doing it. And so we've talked about actually completely rebranding the show and kind of doing the same thing that we're doing, but doing it in a little bit different manner. And the way that we've talked about doing that, jump in at any time, by the way, Rob. Okay. The way we've talked about doing that is to have more of the main topic that we normally, a lot of the time what we are doing is reactionary. In other words, we'll see an article or something, we'll pull clips from a sound, from a YouTube video or something. And then our main topic will be reacting or, talking about what's going on in those articles or those YouTube videos. And
the bulk of those come from our listeners or emails we get.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So people are saying, hey, I can't parse this out. Right. I need help. Kind of, what's your opinion on this or that? And so there's a service element there. It is, you're right that there's a reactionary side. In other words, we're demonstrating like an openness and receptivity to topic matters.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's as we've seen, that's a tightrope because you can step on people's toes.
Well, and honestly, one of the things that I don't want to be seen as is trying to be the Hebrew roots police or the Messianic police. That has never been the intention. I don't want people to think that all we do is sit around and bash people. However, one of the things that we do like to do is talk about theology, and we like to look at theology. We like to look at theology from our perspective. That is, well, it's multifaceted.
And people have questions, though.
Sure.
People ask for help. And so we want to be people that if you're a listener and you encounter something, you're like, something, someone's been teaching this in our community and I'm a little uneasy about it, but I can't put my finger on it. Can you help me out? I'm like, let us know. This is, I'd rather you email us than go somewhere else.
What's interesting is that our Facebook page has become sort of a place for discussion. And to talk
and Rob posting him trying to sing a Macedum song.
That was great, man. That was great. Yeah, it was really good.
So that was inspired by you, Caleb. Just a little footnote. I saw a clip of you on or was it YouTube, and you were. It was a song about going back home, or what was it?
Girl from Enumclaw.
Yeah, Girl from Enumclaw. Okay, anyway, so
Girl from Enum. Actually, can I tell you?
It's really good.
Thanks, but actually, that was a skeleton that I then took to. I'm in a 7-piece bluegrass band. For those who don't know, I play in a 7-piece bluegrass band. I play a cello, but I play it like the bass in that band. And I took that song. I did that song specifically. I wrote that song about my wife.
Sure.
I have this whole kind of album idea of different songs from different time frames that I'm not from. So it's like I'm trying to write songs from like different, I have one during Prohibition, and that one's about working in coal mines back in wherever.
I think it's great. It's really creative, and it's well written. And
thanks, man.
Anyway, so you I'm like, man, Caleb's got a song, and I'd been working on this McAdam song. The McAdam song, it shifts like time signatures and tempos, and that was a challenge for me. So that I'm like, okay, here's where I am with that. Anyway, totally.
No, that's good.
Hijacked
that's
there,
good. No, that's good.
But back to the Facebook page as being a discussion area.
Well, and not only that, but we like getting emails. We like hearing people on the comment line, which that's also I'm going to change the message on that. It's going to be specifically for the Rob and Caleb Show, but we're probably going to rebrand or at least change the name of the Rob and Caleb Show to something else that
we're considering it.
We're considering it. And we would like some suggestions from our listeners. We have a lot of people who listen on a regular basis. And so, we've thought about things that have to do with theology, good names that have, and here's the problem that we've run into. We've just batted around a couple of names that we could change the Rob and Caleb Show name to. And there's multiple reasons we want to do that. It's not just that, first of all, it'll be easier for us because then we can actually have different hosts. So if Rob wants to take time off, or I want to take time off, or if we're both at SBL or something like that, we can have guest hosts that come in. And I mean, we could do that now, but it's, it'll be a lot more fluid, and it'll be more of a group effort at Torah Resource. So we found a name that we liked, which was Theology Matters. And of course, every time you come up with a name, you have to go to iTunes and plug it in and see if it's already a name. And that was, a podcast name. So anyway, we want your suggestions. So send us email, chag@torahresource.com. And then you can always call our comment line as well, which is, let's see if this is 253-465-3205. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and share this video so other people can see it. And also, if you haven't already, you should subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just hover over this round thing below me and then click the red button that says subscribe. That way, you'll never miss another video from the Rob and Caleb Show.